everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Monday night. It's your boy Gio here from Manga Geekdom, and I'm joined by Comics Guide Lou. How you doing?
Hello there. Happy Monday. Jesus, it's only
Monday.
Monday. Oh my God.
Today, it's a very special show because we got some hauls, we got some reads, we got some previews for all the upcoming collected editions, and of course, your scoop for the in-stock trades deals of the week. You're going to find them later on in this very stream. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you, everybody watching later. Thank you, everybody, so much. Hit the like button. It really does help out a ton. Today, let's give thanks, of course, to our lovely sponsor. Why not? InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your Omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices that range from 35 to 42 to 50% off. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more, and the loyalty discount adds an extra 2% discount on your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. So that 50% off book, which we're going to have some this week, suddenly became a 52% off book. You're not going to get that at the other websites. You get that at InStockTrades.com. Great packaging, wonderful customer service. That is our lovely sponsor, IST, InStockTrades.com.
.com.
Let me show you the website real quick. So these are your current deals of the week. Tonight and tomorrow before noon will be the last opportunity to grab these books. So I suggest you do so and grab these awesome deals. Of course, you got your new releases and you got your top sellers, all that fun stuff. Everybody, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to go to InStockTrades.com and buy some cool books.
I feel like if you're Latino or Puerto Rican, it is required to buy Initial D or at least read Initial D at some point in your life.
Yeah, definitely. Or grab the first one, obviously.
Mm-hmm. I think that's just a requirement.
Everybody, thank you for joining. We are missing an Omni dog. He is on assignment. We'll tell you all about it when he comes back on Wednesday. We sent him out on the field for some reporting. You'll find out about it later in the week. And then the other Omnibro may or may not arrive in time. But for the time being, it's just us. So let's go.
Well, I think we'll be okay tonight. Fine.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, I did hear the news. It's super sad. Rest in peace to one of the goats of cinema, James Earl Jones.
Yeah, that's a heavy loss. That's a big one, man. Obviously the voice of Darth Vader, the voice of Mufasa. There's a lot there. Just a storied career.
He impacted multiple generations. It doesn't matter which one. From the Conan the Barbarian era to Star Wars and Lion King, Disney stuff, Coming to America. So many good films.
Coming to America is oh my God. Have you seen that recently? I still love Coming to America. It's hilarious.
It's been a while. I haven't seen it in quite a few years.
Oh man, the movie still holds up wonderfully well. The whole wedding scene where the guy singing "She's Your Queen" is just I die laughing every single time. The movie's amazing. It holds up so well.
Rest in peace. Lionheart, thank you for joining. What up, Gio Lou? What's up? Nothing much, a pretty uneventful Monday for the most part. But it's all better now because we're here live with you wonderful people.
Yes.
Beyond Comics, hey, Omnibros, thank you for joining. NFL Dude, thank you so much. I see a burger, a notebook, and a burrito. Yes. I don't know what that means, but I like it. I like the idea. CNSS 84, everybody, thank you so much. Cage is in the house. Kane, have fun on the assignment. Trust me, Jess is over the moon with that assignment. Yeah. Super excited about that. Has Omnidog been Sacha Baron Cohen this whole time? Maybe. Just maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah. Field of Dreams. Also,
James.
two. Yeah, baby. This is my favorite comment of the night. Can we please spend 45 minutes talking about the Mutant Massacre Omnibus? I am not an X-Men expert. I
I'm not.
know I know what all of you are referring to, but I promise you, it's me we're talking about. I'm not going to spend 45 minutes dissecting the controversy behind that release. Trust me.
What's the deal? I mean, well, okay, give me the bullet point real quick.
Basically, that book uh, double dips with a previous omnibus release to the point
Um,
where you either go with this route or the other, and a lot of people are not happy. It goes into a whole dilemma for X nerds.
oh, okay. So which one? Hmm, which one's the more complete? Or is it not a matter of?
That
It's
would
not
be
a.
a 45-minute conversation.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up just for anybody out there that doesn't know. But I'll look up the solicits on both.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Worth the time.
Samantha, thank you for joining. Appreciate it.
Hey, I wanted to ask because I get these random thoughts during my lunch break. Usually, my best stuff comes to me at lunch.
Nice.
Uh,
What you got?
we're kind of approaching spooky season real quick. For some people, it's already here, and for some people, such as myself, spooky season is year round.
It's
Doesn't
been
matter.
yeah for a
Yeah, it
while.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. For me, I watch spooky stuff all year round. Any traditions that you have for spooky season? Anything like that? For me, I always watch Halloween on Halloween night. That's always been my thing.
I used to pay attention to that stuff and like watching certain things because of the season or whatever, but lately I just don't pay attention anymore to holidays.
Okay.
So at least I try and watch one random horror thing, whether it be in my case Universal's monster movie or Alien or Predator, stuff like that. That's my type of horror. That's what I like, the creature stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so maybe I'll watch it. I don't. I'm not too sure, but I'll try. I mean, we still got a long way to go until Halloween, but I may read some scary books. I recently got Dark Gathering Volume 9. That's a manga, and that's
Mm-hmm.
a pretty spooky manga. I do recommend it if you want to be creeped out by a Shonen Jump title. I highly recommend it.
A
Super
Shonen
spooky.
Jump book, really, and it's
Yeah,
creepy.
it's a Shonen series, but they go all out with the horror.
Hmm.
Basically, oh my gosh, let's see if I can summarize it. Dark Gathering is about this kid that was cursed, or not a kid, he's a college kid, student. His hand is cursed, and he ends up being a tutor to this young girl whose parents died in an accident, but their souls were taken by this evil entity. And now she is trying to build up a ghost army
Hmm.
of possessed evil spirits in dolls so that she could fight this evil incarnate in the world that looks like a giant fetus embryo. It's super creepy and
Cool.
highly detailed. It does have an anime, but I do think you get more of the spooks via the manga because of the detailed art compared to
Hmm.
the show. But it's pretty scary for the demographic and age group and stuff. It's kind of scary.
Okay, I'm kind of surprised by that. Shonen tends to gear towards a younger audience, if you will.
Yeah,
None of
young
that.
boys.
It tends to steer towards the younger kids, and I'm like, oh, cool. So this isn't like kids' first horror, right? It goes a little bit further than that.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, there was this one ghost that was it's a ghost with PTSD from World War II, where he lost his whole squad or something like that, and it shows like the graphic stuff of war and then you see this old ghost. She was a geisha and she was badly abused, so now she's swearing vengeance on people, and it can get pretty macabre at times.
That sounds pretty cool, man.
Yeah, if you want to check out the show, that's also an option. Let's see. I have a hard time liking horror manga that isn't Jujutsu. Maybe try Dark Gathering. It has a fun aspect to it because they're collecting ghosts, but once they get to like the fight against these spirits and all this stuff, and like doing all these exorcism rituals and whatnot, it can get pretty intense, in my opinion.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Whereas with Junji Ito, it's mostly short stories, and I like Ito a lot, but after reading so much, it's like, you know what to expect with Ito.
Yeah, I think not that it's a bad thing, but once you start going through a writer's catalog, you start noticing their quirks as a writer and some of the tendencies that they tend to
Right.
have and everything, and you start not necessarily nitpicking, but you start going, oh, okay, I could see certain patterns in your writing because all writers have that. All writers have their thing. It's just part of it, right? Um, I'm extremely excited for that Uzumaki anime. I don't know
Oh,
if
it
you got a
looks
chance.
great.
Oh my god!
I did see the trailer. Yeah, it looks great.
Oh my god! The wait for that seems like it's well worth it.
A lot of people were upset because of the short running time, but it was clearly stated that they worked with Ito to rework the story in the 4 episodes that we're getting. So he
Yeah.
supervised this adaptation. It's not like they're cutting things for the sake of money and whatever. They just wanted to do like a smaller version, smaller scale, I
Mhm.
guess. But Ito did approve of it, and he even voices, I think, 2 characters in the anime. So
Oh, that's awesome. What's the deal with the runtime? How long is it? Because we know it's
it,
4 mini episodes, right?
it's 4 episodes. I don't know if they're gonna. I think they're gonna be. I think
26
they're all
minutes.
airing on the same night. I don't. Actually, I'm not too sure. Let me check on that.
The
But
26 minutes each.
yeah, for 20 or maybe 16 minute long episodes. I don't
Okay.
know. We'll see.
I
We'll see.
mean, I don't have a problem with that as long as you can get a lot out of 16 minutes if you do it right. I
Mhm.
mean, it's all killer, no filler, right? It's just get right to the meat of it, and it
Yeah.
can be pretty effective. They've been working on this for years, and who knows how much of a budget they had to work with and everything like that. Certainly, based on the trailer, they put a lot of. It looks like they put a lot of love into it, and not only that, they got the composer from Hereditary doing the score, and the score sounds fantastic.
hmm I pulled up an article, and yeah, it's 4 episodes long, but we don't know the running time yet. So hopefully it's 23 minutes. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. I know the next day it'll be streaming on Max, so I'm
Yeah,
curious.
I'll catch it on Max.
Yeah, did they say is it one night or is it spread across a few different nights, one a week?
I I think it's one night.
Damn. Okay, so they're going all in for one night. All
Yeah.
right, I'm good with that. Yeah, it's. I mean, Uzumaki is one of those. It's it defined Ito for a lot of people. It really was that thing where everybody went, "Oh, what in the world is
Mhm.
this? And who is this guy?" So
Oh
I'm kind
yeah.
of curious what this will lead to. If does this mean maybe a year from now we'll get another 4 episodes or whatever it is, and maybe it'll be a different Ito story, such as I don't know, you're more the Frankenstein story that he's written. What was the
Yeah.
one about the hair? I can't remember it right now. I read that one. That one was good. Um,
Oh,
that one was really
shoot.
good.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's not a
Hold on.
cosmic horror. It's
Yes, I
like
know what you mean.
it was really good.
We're talking about
I have
Censor.
Censor. Yeah, Censor was really good. Um, which one
There's a
would you
bunch.
like to see? What would you like to see them do adapt next if they go down that road?
I would like to see a proper Tomie series or like an anthology of Tomie stories because
Okay,
they've done live action movies.
and we're getting the Blu-ray.
Surprisingly,
We're getting the Blu-ray
yeah,
for that, boy.
we're getting the Blu-ray for the first movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was only a handful of them, but so far we've had 11 Tomie movies.
What?
You could do a full box set of Tomie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I think it's been 11 different actors doing Tomie.
Jesus.
Yeah. But I would like to see an anime of Tomie because they did a short like a short story collection at Netflix, but it wasn't well animated. I started watching and dropped it. I thought it was subpar. And they also tried to do another adaptation. I think it was for Gyo, but I didn't care too. I don't remember why I didn't care too much for it, but I didn't love it as other people. But so far, it's been a lot of misses for Ito anime.
Which, I mean, it's kind of a shame. What I have found interesting is in the last few years, the rise of Netflix with some of their original stuff that they've been putting out has been really, really interesting. I mean, Netflix for me has just become the home of schlock. A lot of the 90. Look, I'm going to call it for what it is. 90% of what's on Netflix right now is garbage. A lot of it is just pure trash. It's 18 different versions of Love is Blind, which, hey, I love my trashy TV, and I'll sit with my wife and watch Love is Blind. But a lot of it is just utter trash for the brain. But some of the stuff they've been putting out in animation has been really top-notch stuff. They had the Cyberpunk anime, the Castlevania stuff. Recently, the new Terminator anime is fucking great, which I did not expect. That man, you're looking for something good to watch. That Terminator anime kicks ass. So it's been really, really weird to see Netflix kind of step up in animation. Love, Death, and Robots, from everything I've heard, is really good. Arcane apparently is great. So, man, good for Netflix. We'll see what they keep coming up with.
Blue-Eyed Samurai, which just won a Creative Emmy yesterday. Creator's speech, he said, "You cannot have tomorrow's franchises if you don't bet on originals today."
Yeah. I need to watch that. Everybody keeps talking about that series.
Hey Lou, thanks for recommending Little Monsters. I bought it and truly enjoyed it. Good looking out.
Hey man, that's awesome. I always get a kick out of when people say, "Thank you for recommending something. I really loved it and I really enjoyed it." We recommend a lot of stuff on here, and we seldom hear back from fans going, "Yeah, man, we really love that." And it's always nice to hear that. Good or bad, I really would like to hear what your opinions are on stuff we recommend. It could be, "I love this," or it could be, "Never recommend anything to me again. That was horrible." So feedback is always appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, CNSS does not want to hear about the mangoes. That's all right. That's okay. Don't worry. We're going to talk about comics in a minute. Actually, let me address this. NFL dude, thank you so much. Doing the homework for us. Long story short, this is in regard to the Mutant Massacre Omni. Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 5. It fully reprints Uncanny Omni 5, but it includes X-Factor issues not included in Uncanny 5. So here are the listings for it. This is Uncanny X-Men 5 and then Mutant Massacre Prelude. So a lot of people are pissed off at this and don't know which way to go. Do you get Uncanny 5 and continue that line? Or do you get this, which lines up with the Mutant Massacre events and blah, blah, blah? That's sort of the TLDR.
I forgot to mention one. Pluto. I was just listing off a few. Pluto, which was literally an adaptation of the manga, pretty much straight from the manga. And it was great. It's
James. Settle down, James. Not now. Don't Google that, kids. It's not safe for work.
Yeah. Oh,
Blue
man.
Graphic, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Doing all right, Derek, thank you. Everybody, thank you so much. Daniel, it's in the house. Cool. So not a Netflix original, but recently licensed Scavenger's Reign from HBO, and that's one of my favorite animated series I've seen. I saw one episode of it, really enjoyed it, and said, I need to get back to it. I still haven't done so. So, but that first episode was really good. I got the hype. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. I forget to keep up with things, and they just sit on my watch list on the streaming apps. So I need to get back to it.
Man, that's the blessing and the curse of the generation we live in today, right? We have so many good things and so many great programs, so many great video games, so many great books, and there's not enough time. And a lot of times we'll start something and go, man, I need to keep up with this, and then we drop it. Shogun is apparently incredible. I watched the first episode. I'm like, this is amazing, and then I never came back to it.
Scavenger's Reign is mind blowing. The creativity is next level. Yeah, that first episode was great, but I believe you guys. Easy to do. Shogun is amazing. I mean, you got movies, you got manga, you got comics, you got video games, you got TV shows, you got, I don't know, family, I guess. Everything just vying for your attention and pulling you piece by piece. But like, I ain't got time for all of that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
this is the book. Nice.
Yeah, I'm dying to read the book. I plan to watch this series, and then I plan to read the book. Book's apparently huge.
I don't know about that. I want to read it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I don't know about reading the book, but I hear it's good. So
yeah, I always like reading the book after I see the source material. I'm like, oh, they changed this, they changed that. They moved some things around. This was better in the book. This was not better in the book. It's always really interesting to kind of see that stuff.
Absolutely. Brave and the Boys, thank you for joining. As is Ward. Oh, you're Jess's Ward. I did not know that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Here to sub in for Jess when he's not here.
We've established he is Jess's Jason Todd.
Well, I knew that, but Jason Todd has a different fate than a regular Ward. Just saying, he got
that's true. Clocked
in the head with a crowbar. Let's see what else we got here. So aside from that, there are a bunch of cool releases coming out this week, and we are lucky enough to have the deals of the week for you guys. And I can already tease you. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, and we're gonna go over that in a second. So hang tight.
That's awesome.
I do have a haul to show you, people.
Are you gonna pull out that? Are you gonna pull out what I think you're gonna pull out? Because if it is, I'm very envious of you, and I missed the pre-order date by 2 days.
Are you talking about the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! It hasn't arrived. Sorry, not yet. I'm not gonna FOMO you just yet.
Oh god damn it!
I'll talk about that in a second. But actually, one of the items is related. So yeah. Okay, real quick. Tiny haul, and it's actually comics. So for all you manga haters out there, you're in luck. The first one I got is from our sponsor. I showed this off on Thursday. This is Death at Death's Door from Jill Thompson from the pages of Sandman. So this is a comic made in the style of a manga, and it's very manga-centric. Like, look at this version of Death. It's insane.
Whoa,
yeah.
There's some copyright issues there.
So, but the rest of the manga-esque book isn't so extreme.
Yeah.
Like,
I know a certain European author that would be very taken aback by that one.
And like, check this out. This looks great, but that initial drawing, I'm like, whoa, mama! All right, interesting.
That is yes. That is a very anime Death.
Yeah, but this is obviously very inspired by 90s anime and manga. Nowadays you wouldn't get this, but it's a product of its time. And I am a big fan of Death from Sandman, and I wanted to own this for the few Sandman stuff that I own. Not too big of a book. Binding is pretty tight though. You can see some more of the art here. Really cool.
Who wrote that?
Jill Thompson.
Jill Thompson. Okay.
It's the info at the back. So don't let stuff like this guide you into thinking, oh, this is going to be. You remember back in late 90s, early 2000s when they released the How to Draw Manga Volume 2, and it would
Oh my
be
god.
regular Joes like you and me, telling people how to draw like Shonen Jump books and stuff like that. But
Hey,
it's
I
not.
know.
It's a
I
little
know.
bit more deep.
I know of certain authors and certain artists that still use that style today to promote their terrible Kickstarter books.
Oh my god, hell yeah, dude.
How many of those do we see online? Jesus.
But yeah, pretty fun book. And the other one is related to what you were thinking I was going to show, but it hasn't arrived yet. I did pick up. Here's my copy of Godzilla Monster Island Summer Camp. This is by
Nice.
IDW. I did not know this was going to be, I guess, like digest size. I thought it was going to be a standard trade paperback, but it's a lot smaller. The art is amazing. I started reading it, haven't finished. You have this girl, this group of girls. They get stuck on summer camp, and they discover a portal that takes them to Monster Island from the Showa era. And inside, of course, you get all the different kaiju monsters, and it's pretty awesome. Let me show you some of the drawings here. I love the coloring. It's so bright and vivid. And then let's see if I can get a panel here with the monsters. Look at that.
Oh, I love that. That's really cool.
Here's Godzilla, as you were wondering. Poor Manila. So yeah, that is my super tiny haul. Look at that.
You planning to grab the Criterion Godzilla? I know you own a copy of it. You probably have 3, knowing Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't need it,
Yeah.
but I want it. That's the dilemma. Godzilla is being released. If you guys didn't know, the original Gojira movie is being released in 4K this November.
Yep.
I kind of have to.
Yeah.
But then this just opens a can of worms of them wanting to release the Showa era set in 4K, and then they did acquire the streaming rights for Heisei era, and people are hoping those get or they get the physical rights for the Blu-rays, so that they can put them out because a lot of them are out of print and pretty pricey online. Plus the whole idea of them making these movies in 4K and all that stuff, blah blah blah. Yeah. I don't need this drama in my life. I don't need these dilemmas to plague my sleep at night. But I probably will. I'm a sucker, you know. He's my baby.
Yeah, I'm a day one for that type of stuff. Just because I want it, and you know, make no bones about it. It's the message is there. The special effects are. It's a 1946, 48 movie, something like that.
54. No,
54. Man, I was way off. Jesus, I knew it was after World War II.
1954. Yeah,
1954. Yeah. So you know, a lot of it is very clearly it's a man in a suit, but still the message is there, and it's really effective as a political film, and the message that they wanted to get across.
Yeah, a friend of mine, who shall remain nameless, does not have to do with this cyberspace. Did not know any of that when it came to Godzilla, and just had this idea for the longest time that it was just a monster movie, like in the purest sense of the word. Like it's just people like it because it's a giant monster. Yes, that's true, but there's a whole lot to it. It's like the picture of the iceberg. There's so much lore and themes to explore with Godzilla, and why people love it, why I love it. And it's not just a monster movie, which it is, but it kind of isn't. There's more to it.
Yeah.
So he was surprised when I started explaining the whole thing with their stance against atom bombs and nuclear warfare and blah blah blah. So people, there are people out there that don't know these things. Which
Yeah.
surprised.
And to me, Godzilla's always been kind of one of the most malleable characters. I think we've seen it. Certainly, we've seen it in the last few years, where you can get a movie like Godzilla versus King Kong, which is just stupid as hell. But goddamn, are they fun? Look, I know what I'm getting into when you go into the last one, was it Godzilla and King Kong New Empire or something like that, and Godzilla German suplex King Kong in Egypt next to the pyramids. All right, I'm in.
And we loved every single second of that.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that. I have the 4K of that. I love those movies. They're fun. And then you get something a little bit more, that's treated a little bit more seriously, like Godzilla -1, where it's taken very seriously, and there's a message to what they're saying, and it's one of the best monster movies in the last few years.
Oh yeah.
So he's a character that it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to kind of see them bend the character to fit certain genres and certain type of things. I think people getting up in arms over that Godzilla versus Justice League book or whatever it was, where it was like, oh, Superman can't be hurt, but guys, have some fun. It's okay.
That was the best thing to happen to Superman in a minute. And I was so excited that he got like tossed around like a rag doll.
We got worked by Godzilla.
Hell yeah.
Book, man. That's a fun book. You guys want to read something fun? Check out that Godzilla versus Justice League, right? It's Godzilla versus Justice. It's a fun book. Or is it
Godzilla Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong?
There we go. It's a fun read, guys. Don't take yourself too seriously that you can't enjoy this stuff. It's old school. Look, you've got tons of great books out there that are really serious and really grimdark and really fun. And then you've got some other stuff that's a little bit more lighthearted. Get balance in your life.
I'm going to grab the pictures, James. Give me a minute. I can FOMO Lou on it. I have it. Yes, James, you son of a gun. You got it super quick. Let me show everybody what we mean.
Days. 2 days.
Wait, you missed it by 2 days, right?
Something like that, yeah.
And I don't want to rain on your parade, but that box set is not coming back, unfortunately.
I know.
But what are you going to do? You're going to get the Steelbook from Target?
I'm either going to get the Steelbook or I'm just going to settle for the standard edition, which is fine.
Standard? Yeah.
I've way too much shit on my shelves as it is right now. It's ridiculous. And my backlog is insanely huge. The month of November alone is going to kill me with all the stuff that's coming out.
I saw a little bit of it, but I haven't gone too deep into it because the FOMO will get to me, and I don't want it. Let's see. Share my screen. This is what we're talking about, kids. The Geo box set came out. If you pre-ordered through the Godzilla website, the official Godzilla store, you get it now. Whereas the regular Blu-ray and 4K comes out in November, right?
November, yeah.
Okay.
This has English subtitles, right? This has the English subtitles?
Yes. This is the same one from Japan. And you get the 4K of the movie and the black and white version and the regular Blu-ray. And then there's a fourth disc with all the bonus features, which are left untranslated, unfortunately. But it's mostly like guest interviews and small snippets of like red carpet appearances and stuff like that.
So here's the thing. What was the price on this? About 60, 70 after shipping, something like that?
It's $60, I think. Yeah. I didn't pay much more than that, so I think it was 60.
It's going on eBay for about 90. And that price difference is not enough to deter me to eventually pull the trigger on it on eBay one day, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's pricey. But the $20 difference, yeah, might find an eBay coupon or something like that. It's swingable.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the back, by the way. So thank you, James. He posted this on my Discord server.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up biting the bullet on this eventually.
Geo
I love.
pre-ordered the Geo box set. Yes, I did pre-order the Geo box set. If you guys don't know why I'm saying Geo box set, it literally says right there Geo. If you take the minus out of the equation, it just says Geo. So if you get it, you will own a part of me. I'll be right there with you on your shelf.
Damn it! I really want this.
59.12 with the discount code and free shipping. And you know what? I'm a sucker. I ordered that way too fast, and after I ordered, everybody started telling me, "Oh, there's a coupon and you get free shipping." I'm like, "Thank you, everybody, for telling me all of this. This would have been great 12 minutes ago when I placed the order for full price and shipping." But whatever, I got it. That's all that matters. Wait a minute. How do I? Okay, so Godzilla -1. Go get it. But most importantly, go join my Discord if you can. It's a nice community. Did you by any chance haul anything or read anything that you want to tell the audience?
I mean, not really. I mean, I picked up a few 4K sets here and there.
Show that off. Why not? Or tell us about it. You don't have to show.
I grabbed the 4K because I'm a sucker for that stuff. I grabbed the 4K set for Resident Evil series because it was on sale. So I went, I'll pick that up.
Nice.
Just because I wanted those. And look, the movies aren't great. I'll be the first to admit, but they have a soft spot in my heart for how terrible they are. You know, and they hit at the right time. I grabbed that. I grabbed the 4K set of Underworld. Those movies again.
Same deal. Yeah.
Yeah, they were on sale. Not great movies by any stretch, but they're fun and they're dumb.
But for both franchises, I enjoy the first movie.
Okay.
And can rewatch them. But the later stuff, I'm like, I don't know about this. I have no desire to revisit them. But the first installment on both franchises are pretty good. I'll watch them.
See, I'm a sucker for the Underworld stuff. I like the first movie. The second was okay. The third one is the prequel, right? Rise of the Lycans or whatever it was. I thought that one was pretty good. I actually really dug it. And then I never saw the other two. So I'm kind of curious how the other two are.
So there are 5 movies. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, there's 5 Underworld movies.
Wow. And then Resident Evil. Resident Evil's funny to me because you would think a video game about zombies would be easy to adapt to cinema. And they just can't get it right, no matter what they do.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they just cannot get Resident Evil right. And I think part of it is it needs to strike a certain balance of campiness, because if you play the video games, they're fun and they have horror elements, but there's a little bit of campiness to it that I think is missed once you do the translation. And, you know, God bless him. Paul, I always get the two fucking Pauls mixed up. Is it Paul W.S. Anderson or Paul Thomas? Which one of the two?
Anderson, I think.
One of the two. He
Paul
did.
Paul W.S. Anderson. There we go.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go get the Steelbook set real quick.
Go for it. And the thing is, like we had the Yoyovich stuff. Then I think they've made a couple CGI animated movies. There was wasn't there a TV show or something, which wasn't that great. And then they also did like 2 separate movies. One of them for like Netflix, and the other one came out in theaters. And I have not been impressed at all with any of them. So, and I do like Resident Evil. I haven't played all the games, but I have played them.
So, this was the box set that I got.
Ooh, look at that. Nice.
It's pretty cool. It's got the umbrella symbol on the back and everything like that. It's got Mila Jovovich.
Do you keep your J cards or whatever they're called?
If I can. I prefer to keep the J cards because
or are you a heathen like me and I rip them up and throw them in the trash?
Depends on if I can save the J card. If I can't save it, then it's no love loss on my part.
Oh no, I love tearing them apart, which upsets a lot of people in the physical media community.
Yeah. This is a box set full of trash. I'm not gonna lie. But it's my trash. And
Oh yeah.
I like these movies. They're fun for what they are. If I don't have anything else going on, I'll throw one of these on, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's good popcorn movie.
Mm-hmm. That's which one was that? The fourth one?
This is the third one, Extinction.
Third one. Okay.
It's called Extinction, and then they made 3 more. I'm like, Jesus.
Right.
Where did I fall off? I have never finished this series, by the way.
I think you could include that to your horror marathon.
I think I might. Yeah, I think I might. I've never finished this full series. I think I stopped off somewhere where it's like the desert. The world becomes a desert or something like that. And then they start bringing back characters that were dead, and it's clones. And I'm like, whatever. Okay. Sure.
Resident Evil TV series was on Netflix. Okay. With Lance Reddick. And I know, rest in peace, totally. He had, I think it was one of the better aspects of that TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they release 2 different Resident Evil movies recently? Like one of them to streaming and the other to theaters.
I think there was an animated one that went to streaming, but I don't know. I really don't know.
Let me Google this because it's gonna bother me all stream long.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Film.
Capcom is in such an interesting place right now because the stuff that they try to make movies out of never works, but they're one of the best studios right now because they keep putting out great stuff and they do a lot of amazing things for their fans. Like just put out, doesn't that Marvel vs. Capcom, that collection doesn't come out this week?
Digitally it comes out this week and physically in November.
Yeah, so they really listen to their fans, and the Resident Evil series is just fantastic. It's doing great right now.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Oh, hold on. Resident Evil. Okay, we got the 6 and Anderson, did he direct everything? No. Paul W.S. Anderson did the first one, then Alexander Witt did Apocalypse. There was Extinction by Russell, somebody. Resident Evil Afterlife, Retribution, and the final chapter, which were done by Anderson. And then the reboot, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City by Johannes Roberts. This was back in 2021. So we got 7 films. And then what is Resident... No, wait. No, not that. They wanted to do an Underworld crossover film. That's weird. Talk about, 2016 producer David Kern revealed that a crossover film with Underworld had been considered, but did not happen.
No, that doesn't. No, stop. God, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Then there was the spin-off TV series, which came out in 2022. Okay, so I wasn't too far off. All right, cool. So yeah, there's been it's so surprising considering it's literally, I mean, I'm oversimplifying it, but it's a game about killing zombies, and none of these movies can get it right. Whereas they tried Monster Hunter and the Street Fighter movies, and they also failed with the Street Fighter franchise.
The whole. I think we are way past due for a good zombie movie. It's been, when was the last time we got a good zombie movie? Train to Busan was probably the last really good one.
Yeah, and around that, yeah, sure.
I don't think there's been a good one since Train to Busan came out. It's been a minute. So we are way past time. We are getting the new 28 months later. They're coming back for that. So that's, fingers crossed, that's going to be good.
Yeah. Wow. The last zombie movie I watched was, oh my God. The Romero movie, the one with the camcorder. What was it called?
Oh, One Shot of the Dead or One Something of the Dead. What is it called?
Diary of the Dead?
Was it Diary of the Dead?
Diary of the Dead. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Which wasn't the best, but I do remember it fondly because everything was through the handheld cam. and
Yeah.
like security cameras.
Yeah, and then we had Walking Dead for a while, and Walking Dead was good for about the first season and a half, and then Walking Dead was not good for a very long time. Uh, so yeah, it feels like the zombie genre is. It really could use the kick in the pants. I have high hopes for that new 28 whatever movie that's going to be.
Capcom listens to their fans. If it's Monster Hunter, Street Fighter, Resident Evil, if you want other IPs, no. That's also true.
Oh, that hurts. As a Mega Man
and
fan, that really hurts.
Mega Man, they love to license Mega Man to anybody out there, except do an actual Mega Man game. Same with there's no new Power Stone, there's no new Darkstalkers, so yeah, lots of missing IPs.
I mean, it's better than Konami. How long has it been since we've gotten a good Castlevania?
Well, I don't know if you read about it, but we are getting the DS collection for Castlevania, and in that collection, there is a secret game, which is practically a brand new Castlevania game because it's so different from the original.
Huh.
They remastered the original arcade Castlevania game, and it's like a brand new animal, and it looks phenomenal from what I've read online.
Cool.
But yeah, they haven't done anything with that license either. Cancel Geo Street Fighter. The movie is amazing. Is it?
Hey, Raul Julia, God bless his heart.
I mean, he was great, yes, of course, but isn't that movie great? Okay.
Great is a strong word. Look, Raul Julia was dying of cancer while filming.
Oh no, that is super commendable.
And he goes 11 that whole friggin' movie. He gives a performance that will always be remembered.
Jewish Dragons, thank you for joining. Thank you so much, sir. Hello, everyone. Resident Evil Humble Bundle right now. Steam only, $30. Nice. The Kingdom of Netflix is a great zombie show. Is The Kingdom based on the manhwa? Do you guys know? Because I do have the book. I don't know if it's the same zombie story that we're talking about.
I think it is. If it's the show that I'm thinking about, then I think that might be, yeah.
Yeah, because I do have the book, and it was great. We got New Castlevania. Dead Cells got a DLC, but that's a DLC for another game, you know? Second Chronicles of Wormwood was okay, not nearly as good as first, but still good.
Some people would argue Last of Us, but Last of Us really isn't a zombie. It's infected, and then you kind of draw the line of what's a zombie, what's not a zombie, and things like that.
Yeah, it's infected people. They're not reanimated. Are they reanimated corpses? I don't know.
No. So here's one of the fucked up things about the fungus in The Last of Us, and this is behind the scenes stuff that they've talked about, is that the person is still very much alive there, and they are very cognizant of what is going on, but they have no control over themselves.
Nice.
Which is horrifying when you think about it.
Did you ever grab the 4K for that?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I have the first season. Yeah, I have it. Oh my god!
I did watch the show on streaming, but I haven't seen the 4K disc of it. So
yeah. HBO. God, their compression is ass for a lot of their stuff. So if you watch, you watch Game of Thrones, right? You've seen the whole thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen the prequel stuff, but yeah, okay. I did watch Game of Thrones.
The famous long night or whatever it is.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah,
it looked like ass streaming because of the compression. It was really bad. They fixed a lot of those issues in the box set, in the 4K set that came out. So it looks a lot better, and it looks a lot cool.
Did you see the creators of I Love Robots as a video game anthology? Yes, shorts for Amazon, and it includes a Mega Man short. It's called damn it, I can't remember every name tonight. It's called Secret Level. Secret Level, yeah. Where it's anthologies. Each episode is based on a video game franchise, and it's sort of like an untold tale within that universe. So it's brand new stories One of them is Capcom with Mega Man.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. Have they said that stuff is canon as far as, because I know he's got God of War, he's got I think
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man is in there.
Can't wait to see that. Pac-Man, God of War, Mega Man. Let me pull that up. Concord, which recently got canceled or delisted or whatever.
Yeah, that might not be one to watch. I think Ghost of Tsushima may be there, or I might be imagining that one.
Secret level.
The one I'm most geeked about is definitely God of War. I can't wait to see what they do with that.
15 animated standalone short stories based on several video games and franchises are told in the series. Armored Core, Concord, Crossfire, Dungeons and Dragons, Exodus, Honor of Kings, Mega Man, New World, Pac-Man, PlayStation by themselves. I don't know what that means. Sifu, Spelunky, The Outer Worlds, Unreal Tournament, Warhammer 40,000. Oh, I think with PlayStation, that's where you will see the God of War stuff. I'm guessing that short will have multiple PlayStation characters.
That's gonna be cool. I can't wait to see that.
And we're getting Space Marines for the Emperor. Hidden level. I want the Mega Man Legends collection. Mega Man Legends, the ones that are out, or Mega Man Legend? That's what you want?
Josh, here's the thing. I have played Warhammer with friends. That lore is almost impenetrable for me because there's so much to it. There's so many books. There's so many things to go through and read. It's a rabbit hole that if I go down that rabbit hole, there's no coming back for me. So I have deliberately steered away from anything involving Warhammer just because I know my personality and how bad that can get.
Nice. There you go. I can't get into another long-running franchise like that. I'm sorry. Yeah. But I trust you. I believe you that it is amazing. It probably is.
Oh, 40 is fun to play. It's a blast. It's really fun if you have the right friends. But it's expensive.
We don't need zombies. Bring back ghouls. Nice. Capcom really needs to release a classic PS1 collection of Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 on Switch. Physical on cart, please. No DLC bullcrap on a code in a box. 20th anniversary of the US release of Shaun of the Dead is later this month on the 24th. Wow, 20 years. Damn.
20 years. I have the disc right there. I love Shaun of the Dead. It's fun.
Game of Thrones has zombies. Yeah.
True.
You know who's a zombie in Game of Thrones? George R.R. Martin's motivation to write the new book.
This, I saw the post, and I
saw the tweet that like he was talking about the prequel stuff and criticizing it. I'm like, my dude, cool, but do your thing. Not I don't care about your opinions about other stuff. But put out the thing that you promised you would put out.
Oh no! Didn't you see? I think he put out another statement. I think it was yesterday or today, saying, "Yeah, I got a few pages done this past year for Winds of Winter." I'm like, you motherfucker! I got a few.
That thing's not coming out.
No, it's not. And I've joked around on this show, but after I am firmly now 100% certain that book isn't coming out. He's done. He's not going to finish it. He doesn't want to finish it for whatever reason. And you know what? At this point, hey man, that's on you. If you don't want to finish it, cool.
Time to move on.
It's time to move on. Yeah, no, it's totally time to move on. There are so many great other fantasy series out there right now. I've been talking for weeks on the Brandon Sanderson stuff. I'm not going to harp on that anymore. But Joe Abercrombie has the first Law trilogy. There's Wheel of Time, which is already done. There's so many other great fantasy series out there. By all means, look around, guys. If I'm done. I'm done with George R.R. Martin. I'm done with this shit. And to be honest with you, I have said this before. If you have, okay, I believe if you have fans that are really committed in your writing, and if you have committed to a story and it's 6 parts or however many parts it is, obviously life happens, sickness happens, things happen in life. I understand that. I totally get it. And I understand you can't plan for everything that happens in life. But if you're doing well and if things are going okay with you, I think you do have a bit of a moral obligation to your fans and the people that spent time and invested years of their life into these characters and into these franchises to at least try and wrap it up.
Yeah.
You know, there's people out there, for whatever reason, George hasn't finished the series, whether it's writer's block, whether he's afraid of it, whether he doesn't have an ending, or whether it's maybe he just doesn't care at this point because he's racked it up. He's racked up money. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, there's also the King Killer Chronicles, which what's his name? We've been waiting almost 13 years for the third book in that. What's his name? King Killer Chronicles.
Which one?
It's a different writer. He wrote the King Killer Chronicles. He's written 2 books out of it, and they're amazing. But he hasn't gotten the third book out, and he's been saying for years that he's working on it. And the fucker just does Twitch live streams, and anybody that complains about it and says, "Man, when are we getting the third book?" he just bans them. Like, what the fuck, dude? Patrick Rothfuss. Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. So I think you have a moral obligation to a lot
What
of
a dick.
Yeah, no, he's apparently a really ass in that aspect.
Yeah.
Immediately, if you ask him on his Twitch live streams where he's playing video games, hey man, when are you finishing up that next book? He just bans you.
Bam.
Yeah.
Jesus. I just want a sequel to Okami or an anime made by Ghibli. That'd be fun. Yeah. I have one friend who read them from the 90s. I feel bad for him. It's a terrible thing to do to fans. Yeah.
Or maybe it's just, the show is done. The show has an ending, and he just is like, yeah, the show's got an ending. There you go.
Exactly.
Because he's doing all this other stuff, and I think it's very apparent he just doesn't. I don't think he cares anymore. Sounds like a sweet guy. By all accounts, he's a very sweet man. But hey,
he is worse in some ways. He said he would drop X amount of chapters if they raised for charity. They smashed the goal and nothing. Whoa. Well, then he needs to be held accountable.
Yeah, that's Patrick Rothfuss. For years he's promised, and they raised the money for charity, and he never dropped the chapters.
Wow.
Yeah. So
call him out.
Kind of a dick thing to do.
Anyways, let's move on to something a little bit more positive while we're here. Let's transition a little bit. Why not?
Yay!
We got some previews for you guys, of course. Let's take a look at all the cool stuff that's coming out this week. Let's go over to Lunar for all the DC stuff. And we will be revealing the deals of the week soon. So stay tuned, guys. First book coming out this week is All-Star Batman by Scott Snyder, the deluxe edition hardcover. This deluxe edition collects the entire 14-issue series and includes extensive variant cover gallery and behind-the-scenes art from the illustrators who contributed to the series. Do you remember this? Because this was coming out late New 52.
Not really.
It was sort of like not necessarily out of continuity, but like you didn't have to read this or the main Batman title to get this. This was just like cases or special fights that Batman would get involved in with supervillains or whatever. So I think it was mostly standalone stories here.
Mm-hmm.
DC Rebirth. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, early DC Rebirth, featuring iconic showdowns between the Dark Knight. So yeah, I figured this was sort of like the similar to how IDW has the Godzilla Rivals book, where it's just each chapter is a fight between kaiju. This is more along that line, where each chapter is fights and encounters between different supervillains and stuff. So it came out in the hardcover and trade, but now we're getting the deluxe edition hardcover for it. Also coming out is Batman hardcover volume 3, The Joker Year 1, Chip Zdarsky and gang. This collects Batman 139 to 144. Also in trade. So we're getting the 2 versions of it. Batman 66 Omnibus being reprinted. A lot of people were asking for this, and it's finally coming back. Collecting Batman 66, 1 through 30. Batman 66, The Lost Episode, issue number 1.
Didn't Kevin Smith write for this?
I don't know, but it was mostly Jeff Parker.
Or am I imagining this? How is this stuff? Have you ever read it?
I may have read a handful of issues and thought it was okay. I'm not, like, I love Batman 66, but I'm not huge on it. But I do know a lot of people did enjoy it.
Okay, cool.
I love this cover, though. One of my favorite Batman Omni covers, in my opinion. Love it.
Yeah.
Also coming out, if you like Batman, Batman Dylan Dog, collecting all 3 issues of this crossover.
Jesus, Dylan Dog. That's a name I haven't heard in years.
Right. So interesting.
Whoa.
Oh no!
Wow.
What is happening today? Jesus
no. Christ. Did he really?
Figure that, or not figure it out. Find that info for me while I.
Yeah, let's finish up previews. We'll finish up previews and then talk about this.
Batman Superman World's Finest hardcover volume 4, Return to Kingdom Come. This is by Mark Waid and Dan Mora, collecting World's Finest 2224. Have you kept up with this one, World's Finest?
No, but when I was reading it, man, this thing is for my God, I'm trying not to curse as much on the show. I'm trying to be better. This thing kicks ass. This thing is one of the best comics around when I was reading it, and it's Mark Waid and Dan Mora. I think Doc Shaner was on the early issues of this.
Nice.
Right? I think Shaner was the one that was doing the early issues with Mark Waid. And Jesus, man, this is a fun series. This is great stuff.
Nice.
This Kingdom, the Return of Kingdom Come.
So both in trade and hardcover. More Mark Waid stuff. Brave and the Bold, The Lords of Luck, collecting Brave and the Bold issues 1 through 6. Mark Waid, George Perez, and a whole bunch of other wonderful people. Also coming out is Nightwing from Tom Taylor, collecting Nightwing issues 101 to 105 from Travis Moore, Bruno Redondo, Tom Taylor, all that fun stuff. Also coming out in trade. Superman Action Comics Volume 2, To Hell and Back. This collects Action Comics 1057 to 1059. Action Comics presents Doomsday Special number 1 and Night Terrors Action Comics 1 and 2 by Philip Kennedy Johnson and a whole bunch of other people. Look at that. There's a lot of creators on that book. Also coming out is The Joker by James Tynion, the 4th compendium, Tiny Onion. This collects The Joker 1 through 15, The Joker Annual number 1, Joker Warzone number 1, and Batman 100. There you go. Also, Wesley Dodd's The Sandman from Dawn of DC by Robert Venditti, Riley Rosmo. This collects Wesley Dodd's The Sandman issues 1 through 6. I'll be honest with you guys, I had no idea they gave The Sandman another miniseries. That's awesome. That's all the DC stuff coming out.
Not a bad week. Not a bad week for DC.
Pretty solid. Let's see. From the other publishers, let's go to Image. We're using previews. We got King Spawn Volume 5 coming out. This collects King Spawn 25 to 30. We got Sea Serpent's Air Book 3, which I believe is the finale for this YA book. And Superstars as Seen on TV. It's a new edition, a reprint from Kurt Busiek and Stuart Immonen.
Who? Okay. What? Who out there still reading Spawn? Right? Is this? I mean, there has to be somebody, right? Otherwise, I don't know anybody that reads Spawn, and I'm not insulting anybody that reads Spawn. By all means, hey man, read what you like.
Exactly. I'll be honest. I like I've always liked the character, but I've never been inclined to read any of the material.
Same.
I read it like when it was first coming out, a couple issues, but I would never go back to it. I chose to not go back to it.
I Spawn to me has always been that what is it, Jango Fett. It's like, man, he got a real cool costume. Man, he's got a real cool costume, and that's kind of it.
I do know several people. Yeah, no, I know. We're we're goofing off. Obviously, there are people that read this,
Cool.
but I don't know. This has never been high on my priority list to read.
Yeah, me either.
Everyone reading Spawn or Savage Dragon are Omar's age. They're buying just so they can maintain a complete collection. Right. That's a sick burn. I love it. So there you go. Oh, and by the way, this thing, Superstars is seen on TV. It's a new reprint. New edition also includes behind-the-scene features on the development of Superstar, including design art from Paul Ryan and Alan Davis. That's cool. From Marvel, we got a bunch of cool stuff here. Avengers, Kurt Busiek, George Perez, Omnibus Volume 2.
Classic.
New printing of that classic run. You got 3 covers. Holy crap. Let's take a look. So this is the DM variant. This is the standard cover. And a new, also a DM.
I like the first DM variant the most.
So this is the standard. Yeah, okay. You like this one the best?
Yeah, I like that one the most.
If I had to choose, I would get this one. Everybody looking all heroic, which is better than this one, which is kind of weird. I don't like it. So if you're a fan of this run and you don't already own the Omnibus, now you got a second opportunity to get it. Collecting all this stuff here. Avengers 24 to 56. Annuals 2000 2001, Thunderbolts 42 to 45, Maximum Security, Dangerous Planet, Maximum Security 1 through 3, and Avengers the Ultron Imperative. Shout out. Daredevil by Saladin Ahmed. Hell to Pay, collecting Daredevil 6 through 10 of that run. Volume 2. Daredevil Gang War, collecting Daredevil Gang War 1 through 4. Have not read this, but I know everybody participated in this, including like Miles Morales.
Yeah.
For some reason. Marvel Masterworks Uncanny X-Men hardcover volume 1. These are the remastered 4K editions, if you will, of the Marvel Masterworks. So if you don't own them, you can get them now with much better printing quality. Of course, the regular cover and the DM. Spider-Boy Volume 2, Fun and Games, collecting... What does this collect? Spider-Boy 5 through 8. Have you read Spider-Boy?
No. I've been meaning to, but I've always... What is he? He's not human, right? Like the suit is his skin or whatever. Isn't that the bit?
I don't know. I am out of the loop. I was just going to ask, was the hype worth it? Because they were hyping up the release of Spider-Boy, and you should buy issue number 1. It's going to be amazing.
Right. They were hyping this up a lot, and they were like, who is Spider-Boy and everything like that. And I think I've seen a few panels where he opens his mouth, and it's actually like his mouth. So is that... I don't know.
I thought that Spider-Boy was the ant. Superstar is amazing, way out of its time. So, Chad, if you guys have read Spider-Boy, let me know.
I like Dan Slott's stuff, so that's why I've been meaning to read this.
Ty Templeton, Paco Medina, Jason Liu. Interesting creative team. Star Wars Darth Vader by Greg Pak, Volume 9, Rise, Schism, Imperial. Collecting Vader 42 to 45, Phantom Menace 25th Anniversary Specials, and materials from Star Wars Revelations number 1. It's pretty cool. And we got the 2 big releases here. But first, let me talk about Star Wars Legends Epic Collection, The Rebellion. This collects all this stuff here. I'm going to read it. Oh boy. Shadows of the Empire 1 through 6. Star Wars Bounty Hunters. Scoundrel Wages number 1. Star Wars Return of the Jedi 1 and 2. Tales from Mos Eisley number 1. Tag and Bink number 2, number 1. Sergio Aragones Stomps Star Wars number 1. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire mini comic 1 and 2, plus material from Star Wars Kids number 12, Star Wars Visionaries, and Star Wars Tales number 2, 4 to 8, 10, 12, 14, and 20. Oh, my God. There you go. If you like Star Wars, there you go. Here's the one. I think this might be our pick of the week, right?
Oh, without a doubt, this is my pick of the week, guys.
Ultimate Spider-Man, first trade paperback finally being released, collecting the first 6 issues of the rebooted line of Ultimate books.
Yeah, no, this is a no-brainer. This is probably my favorite comic of the year. I love this book. I think you will too. And if for whatever reason you don't plan to pick this up, then you are a communist and you should flee this country. No, no. No, really, honestly, this is my favorite book so far this year that I've read. I absolutely love this book. The art is fantastic. It's Hickman. Hickman's firing on all cylinders. And when it was first announced that he was going to be doing a Spider-Man book, I thought, Hickman on a Spider-Man book? Hickman's like a real big idea guy. Spider-Man is, more street level and stuff like that. But no, he does a lot. He does a lot with the character. And like I've said, for all you fans out there that have been complaining for years saying, oh my God, I wish we would get Peter Parker in a marriage and see what that's like. I kind of miss that. This is that book. This is really that book.
Need an Omni for Ultimate Spider-Man? You're going to be waiting for a while, but yeah, that'd be pretty cool if they make it. I'm sure they will. They'll print anything in omnibus format except the books that matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ultimate Spider-Man, hell yeah. Spider-Boy is kind of like Dan Slott's version of 2099, human infused with spider DNA. Cool.
That's pretty awesome.
So this is interesting. Really cool that we're finally getting the Ultimate books. And here it is. Here's the big boy that people were upset about. X-Men Mutant Massacre Prelude Omnibus.
$150.
$150.
God.
And I can guarantee you it's not going to get that 50% discount, unfortunately.
Oh my God. Marvel's hitting you with that X-Men tax hard.
You got both the X-Men tax and the Claremont tax.
God damn.
This has uncanny. I'm not going to read all this. We went through this already. I'm not even a fan of this, and I'm already tired of talking about Mutant Massacre Prelude. Listen.
Look, you X-Men nerds that buy all this stuff up, you're going to buy it. So do we really need to read this to you? You're going to get it.
Which cover do you like best between these two?
I like them both. They're not bad. I like this one more.
This one because it has Doom in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one more.
And the thing is, without knowing too much, because I choose to step away from the X-Men stuff, I prefer other things in the Marvel universe. Get whichever one you can afford.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a sucker for continuity, get the Uncanny 5 because it follows, the 1 through 5. Or not. It's all right. It's okay. You can get this and then continue on with the event books and all that fun stuff. Either way, you're good because you're getting all this stuff in omnibus format or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't get these books. I get the misery of trying to beg people for Inhuman stuff to be printed on omnibus and never get anything. So I could care less. And if it costs me a dislike on this stream, then so be it. Dislike away.
Oh my God.
That's my rant.
How much more of this X-Men? I'm really trying hard not to cuss as much lately. So because I've got a 2-year-old now, and she's starting to repeat everything I say, and it's not good. It's not good. How much more of this X-Men stuff do they? they're gonna run out of material eventually, right? Like, you know.
No, because then they're gonna do character-centric omnibus,
Oh my
like
god.
Toad omnibus or arcade omnibus, or let me find another obscure one. I don't know, long shot omnibus, whatever. We're gonna keep pumping these out until the end of time, until we're all gone from
Jesus.
this earth.
A
X-Men,
Phantom
buy
X
them all.
omnibus. Yeah. A dupe omnibus.
But dupe omnibus would be kind of cool though.
Yeah, it would be.
And I do want to point out, I'm gonna be a hater ass bitch. Sorry, but take a look at this cover here for a second. I laughed out loud when I zoomed in on my guy's face right here. Like, what is happening?
He looks like he stepped on a Lego piece.
Doom, what is happening, my guy? Are you supposed to be the ultimate Marvel bad guy? What is this face? I don't know about that. Okay. But hey, what do I know?
Oh Lord, what in the world, man? Nightcrawler kind of looks like he's just faking. He's hurt. He's like, if I don't open my eyes, maybe I'll get away from this.
Right, yes, I know. Is this
Oh my
supposed to be
god.
blood? But they censored it to be like
Drool?
drool or sweat.
His brain is leaking? I don't know.
Interesting. He looks like he stepped on a Lego and is a Lego at the same time. Oh boy. Okay. I'm not gonna read that out loud, but okay.
Oh man. Who did this cover?
I'm not an expert. I don't know.
I think the name is on the side.
John Romita Jr.
Oh, okay, that explains a lot. All right. I'm a fan of maybe 3 John Romita Jr. books. Outside of that, I'm like, I'm not crazy about the guy.
I predict Brotherhood of Mutant Omni before anything will come out in Inhumans Omnibus before it. Even the stupid, what is it? It's not stupid. Please don't get upset. It's the books that Gabe likes that I don't. What is it? Ultraverse stuff. That the whole thing's gonna get collected. I hate it.
Wait, zoom in on Storm.
Oh, what is computer enhance?
What is going on there?
I think
is she being held up by Colossus?
No, this is like a bendy wire that they use for displaying Marvel Legends.
Okay, all right.
She's flying from off panel and then whoosh. There we go. But it looks very weird. Yeah, it looks like he's holding it up with his bicep. She's a lamp post in this.
Oh,
shut up! Look at that guy. Wow, Robert Downey Jr. right there. Look at that. Fantastic.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God! You know how much Doom shit we're gonna get in the next 2 years because of that?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. From the other publishers, let's go by real quick because it's a whole mess in here, and there's not a lot. Don't care about this. Sorry, don't care about this. Call of the Night. That's one of my favorite ongoing, or it did finish in Japan, but it's still ongoing here in the States. So one of my favorite manga. So hell yes, I'm going to pick that up if you're interested. For what I'm going to pick up this week. Berserker, Church of Hell, Volume 1. All right. First time hearing of that.
Cool.
DC Thompson, Commando presents Ramsey's Raiders. This is by Gordon Ramsay. Vault Comics, Deathstalker. This almost made our thumbnail, but then I looked into it and I couldn't find a solid release date.
Cool.
But I don't know what's happening here, but it's an interesting cover here.
Like it.
The cult cinema hero Deathstalker burst into comics from an all-star lineup of creators, including Slash from Guns N' Roses.
What?
Writer-director Steven Kostansky from The Void. Tim Seeley, Hack Slash, and Jim Terry, West of Sundown.
Okay, you had me at Slash and The Void. All right.
Deathstalker finds himself once again caught between forces larger than himself, including a virgin-worshipping cult a sorcerer hell-bent on saving the world through mad science, and the pissed-off army of the Abraxion Kingdom, not to mention his ex-lover, Princess Evie, whatever.
Evie, yeah.
Monsters, magic, and mayhem abound. Can a guy just swing his sword around anymore?
I'm gonna make a prediction. This is gonna be my book of the year.
There you go.
This sounds like everything my middle school brain would have come up with in his journal. This sounds like fun. This sounds like stupid fun, and I'm all for stupid fun.
There you go. She is kind of naked in that cover. I just noticed. Good for her. You know.
Oh yeah.
Den hardcover volume 3 from Dark Horse. That's a big release for a lot of people. From Richard Corbin. Hardcover 3, Children of Fire. Also from Distillery Media, Devil's Cut. This is the first ever Distillery publication. It's getting a reprint in hardcover for the first time, celebrating the 1-year anniversary of Distillery, I assume. August 2023 saw the revolution begin with the Devil's Cut, world's first introduction to Distillery.
Nice.
Shout out to Jewish Dragons, hooked me up with a trade version of Devil's Cut, signed by Ron B. I'm excited to dig into that and read it.
Nice.
So it has all these creators, which is sort of like a sampler. Most of this stuff spun into different Distillery books that are out. So there we go. This has a different cover, by the way. Manga, and this thing, Dicky, Natural Born Loser. Okay. Dark Horse, EC Archives, Tales from the Crypt, Volume 4. Fantagraphics, Elise, and the New Partisans. Five Nights at Freddy's, cool. Fantagraphics Underground Ready America from Fantagraphics. Frieden, that's a good manga. Golden Age Classics Black Condor and Ray, as well as Golden Age Classics Dollman and Golden Age The Spirit hardcover volume 2, along with a slipcase and a trade paperback. Goosebumps volume 1 Haunted Mask. That's cool that we got a new Goosebumps comic.
That's really cool. I like that.
Rebellion 2000 AD, Hellman of Hammer Force, the early adventures trade paperback. Grim Reaper, that's a manga. Hugo Pratt, Iron Fist War Picture Library hardcover, previews exclusive cover. Ahoy Comics, haven't heard from them in ages. Justice Warriors Volume 2. Is this a fish or a frog or a pig? What is this? Looks like a fish.
Fish? I want to say.
I don't know what's happening here, but I have not read this. Anybody in the chat read Justice Warriors from Ahoy? Let us know. Manga, more manga. Invader Comics, Nerocron. Ablaze, Nightcrawlers, Boy Who Cried Wolf. That's awesome. Manga. Tales of Horror from Softy, Pre-Code Classics, Web of Mystery, Black Hawk, Volume 11, Volume 12, Military Comics, Volume 6 from PS Art Books, Blue Beetle, Softy, lots of Softies this week. Bullet Man, Volume 2, PS Art Books, Horror Monsters, that's cool. Ibis. Sorry, butchered that. The Invincible Softy, Volume 1. The Invincible, Softy Edition, Volume 1. Blah 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 blah. Silver Age Classics, cool. Star Trek, Volume 1, God Shock. Spy Ninjas from Scholastic. Oh my god. It keeps going. I don't care for any of this. Okay. Prism, Volume 1, Burn. This looks really cool. I do like this. Hold on, I want to read that in a second. And this is my other pick of the week. We are finally
Trigun.
getting the Trigun Deluxe Edition hardcover from Dark Horse, collecting the original Trigun series, the 2 volumes printed here, same size as the Berserk hardcovers. Just as fun if you like 90s action manga. Highly recommend picking this one up. Manga, Uprooted, Roaring Brook Press. Cool. I'm skipping all of these because I know our chat is not going to get Uprooted and the one with the, what was it? This Star Blazer Volume 1, DC Thompson. I don't know. If somebody out here in the chat is getting that, more power to you. I do want to check this cover out, though. Hold on. We're nearly done. Usagi Yojimbo, Volume 6, Ice and Snow. Nice. Blaze and more manga. Manga. So finally, Strange Tales of Oscar Zan, collecting episodes 1 through 65 of the webtoon comic. Is this a good webtoon comic, chat? If you guys have read this, let me know, because I've seen this art before and it looks really interesting. I am curious for this. I do want to check it out. It's a floating skull wearing a trench coat. What's not to love? And the other one was Prism from Ablaze. Noise pollution is crushing life on Earth. Largest mega corporation on the planet finances are a crazy project called the Prism, purifying recording interplanetary space mission to combat the phenomenon, sending a musical supergroup into space to record an album that will produce sounds able to push back the threat known as SOTW, or smoke on the water, to save the planet. I see what they did there. Where rock and roll excess and the survival of all life on Earth collide, there is the Prism. That's interesting. I dig that. That was not what I was expecting when I read that. Did you know about this one, Prism?
No, I don't know about this one.
Cool. And Oscar looks pretty cool too. Yeah. I hate the next 4 months. Yeah, they're releasing. This is insane, guys. If you're interested in Trigun, everything is being released back to back.
Even the Maximum stuff, right?
Yes. So next month we'll get Maximum hardcover 1, and then in November, December, January. So prepare accordingly to spend a lot of money. But good thing is we're gonna knock that out right away and not have to wait many months. So
yeah,
early next year you'll have the entirety of Trigun in deluxe hardcover.
Would you say pick these up right away? Because this has been wanted for, people have wanted these for a while.
It will sell out, but it will not go out of print. And Dark Horse knows that this is a money seller. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it will sell out and it'll be put back into print. So don't worry about it.
It's going to be evergreen, kind of like the Berserk stuff, where it's going to sell out and they'll keep just putting them out over and over again.
Blade of the Immortal sold well. It was, some of the volumes were out of print. It took them a little bit longer than Berserk, because Berserk is just a cash cow. Mm-hmm. But they put them back in print. Same with Hellsing, which is also in deluxe format. But it's going to do extremely well. I'm super excited to grab it. Hellsing, I've made the joke in the past. I have no room for these deluxe hardcovers, but I'd rather have them and worry about the space later, because I just need to put them next to something and I'm good. So, all right. That's all we got here. Lastly,
want to talk about
the deals of the week for all you wonderful people out there, courtesy of our sponsor, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your Omnibus trade paperback hardcovers of manga for great discounted prices that range from 42 to 50% off at times. Loyalty discount adds an extra 2% to your orders if you make it on a week-by-week basis. Free shipping in the U.S. at $50 or more. And, of course, you get great packaging and wonderful customer service only when you visit our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Also, keep on the lookout. Sometime in the month of September, we're going to do the gift card giveaway valued at $50. Open to anybody out there in the world. All you got to do is show up, hang out with us, and we'll pick out a winner. So stay tuned. It's not going to be tonight because we're done. It could be Wednesday, it could be Thursday, or it could be next week. Who knows? You're going to have to tune in to find out.
There you go.
So shout out to InStockTrades.com. All righty. So courtesy to from IST, the deals of the week. I don't have the graphics here, unfortunately, but I will be posting the image on social media. The deals of the week. We got Den hardcover volume 3, Children of Fire, will be 46% off. That's a Dark Horse release. We are getting Batman hardcover volume 3, The Joker Year 1. That's a 50% off discounted release from DC Comics. We are getting Nightwing hardcover volume 5, Time of the Titans from DC at 50% off. From Marvel, Ultimate Spider-Man by Jonathan Hickman, volume 1, Married with Children, 46% off. And the one manga discounted deal of the week goes to Frieden, Beyond Journey's End, Volume 11 at 45% off. Those are your deals of the week. Again, let me read them again. Den, Volume 3, Batman, Hardcover 3, Nightwing, Hardcover Volume 5, Ultimate Spider-Man, Volume 1, and Frieden, Volume 11. There you go. Sorry, Josh. Your prediction was wrong. Goes to Frieden. Out of all the craziness that I talked about, do you have a pick of the week for everybody before we leave?
Spider-Man, Ultimate Spidey, without a doubt, my pick of the week. I can't think of a better book to pick up this week. So,
and it's 46% off. That's a great deal.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, no, it's without a doubt my pick of the week, probably my pick of the year. So yeah, go get that.
Nice. My pick of the week is Trigun, and I'll keep with Trigun. Ultimate Spider-Man too. Why not? So there you go. Shout out to InStock Trades. Go check them out, guys. After we're done here, Lou, you can't find him anywhere except here. He's got an exclusive contract to Omnibros, Mondays and Wednesdays. For me, you can find me on my channel, Manga Geekdom, where I talk about all the manga that I'm reading. I just put out a haul video if you're interested in watching that for all the books that I recently got. And I do have a second channel called Manga Geekdom Live, where I do live streams. And over the weekend, I had a lot of fun. It was actually excruciatingly painful, but it was fun. Almost a 3-hour stream of trying to beat a level in Super Monkey Ball. It was that insane. It almost lasted 3 hours. That I thought it was going to be a 30-minute stream because nobody was going to show up because it was late at night. Turns out I stayed for 3 hours trying to beat a damn level, but I did it. I did accomplish that. So if you want to check that out, here's the link. Thank you, James. Manga Geekdom Live. I'm going to try and go live every week. We'll see how that works out. There's my Discord if you want to join and hang out. Lots of awesome people that are on the chat here are on that Discord. So if you want to chat with everybody, go join. Appreciate it. And that's it. I think we can wrap it up. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you to our sponsor, InStock Trades. Thank you to all of you wonderful people in the chat. We will be back on Wednesday for a Q&A and comics episode. And then on Thursday, we got a manga stream. So look forward to all that and more here on Omnibros Live. Shout out. Lou, any last words before I close this off?
Be good to each other and hug your loved ones tonight.
Hell yeah.
It's always good. That's
the best way to end it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Kudos. Surviving. Yeah, absolutely. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Stay safe. God bless.